climate change are already being felt across the globe. Rising temperatures have led to more frequent and severe heat waves, droughts, and wildfires. Melting ice caps and glaciers are causing sea levels to rise, threatening coastal communities and ecosystems. Changes in weather patterns are disrupting agriculture, leading to food insecurity in many parts of the world. Moreover, the loss of biodiversity as species struggle to adapt to changing conditions is weakening ecosystems' resilience. Let us listen to the Director General of Meteorology, Dr. Mrutyunjay Mohapatra, also known as the Cyclone Man of India, about the impacts of climate change in India.
Climate change is an ongoing process. Climate has changed in the past, climate is changing now, climate also will change in future. However, the matter of worry is that since the beginning of the industrial period in 1850, there has been man-made changes in the climate processes. Climate changes naturally because of the various interactions between sun and the earth, which is popularly called as Milankovitch theory. As per this theory, there could be changes in the orbital motion of the earth around the sun, changing from elliptical to circular or circular to elliptical. There could be change in the inclination of the orbit of earth around its axis, varying from 21.5 degrees Celsius to 23.5 degrees Celsius. There could be change in the precessional motion in the rotation of the earth around its own axis. All these three types of variations lead to three different types of cycles of change in the climate, namely 90 to 100,000 years, 40 to 50,000 years, and 20 to 30,000 years cycle. It leads to glaciation period, or you can say the cold epoch, also the interglacial period, that is called as the warm epoch. But during this industrial revolution commencing from 1850, we have anyway disturbed the natural balance of the climate. The atmosphere has been injected with various types of gases which are cause for rising the temperature of the surface of the earth. As we know, in the atmosphere there are various types of gases like oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, water vapor. Among these gases, carbon dioxide and water vapor acts as the greenhouse gases. These gases has the properties to trap the thermal energy emitted from the surface of the earth, and hence they keep the earth warmer. As a result, the average temperature of the earth is about 15 degrees Celsius, and various living beings are able to exist in the earth. Therefore, we need the greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and water vapor. But whenever the concentration of these gases increases, there is abnormal rise in temperature.
Explain about the rising temperature in India and its consequences.
Due to various industrial processes, the concentration of carbon dioxide has increased manifold in the recent time since 1850. There is also increase in other gases like methane, nitrous oxide, and also various types of other greenhouse gases. But the carbon dioxide is the major contributor towards this increase in greenhouse gas concentration in the surface of the earth. As a result, there has been rise in temperature by about 1.18 degrees Celsius for the Mother Earth during past 100 years. If you consider the recent years, so for example, since 1970, there is a further acceleration in the rise in temperature of the earth. Therefore, we call it popularly the global warming. If you consider India, there has been rise in temperature in India also. It is about 0.66 degrees Celsius in past 100 years. But if I consider the rise in temperature from 1970s to 2020s, it is about 1 degree Celsius. So, If I further analyze the temperature during the day and temperature during the night, we find that the day maximum temperature has increased by about 1 degree Celsius per 100 years over Indian region, and night temperature in terms of the minimum temperature has risen by about 0.31 degree Celsius. In a tropical country like India, when there is rise in temperature, it has resulted in various types of extreme events. The first and foremost extreme event is the heat wave. The frequency, duration and intensity of heat wave has increased due to this rise in day temperature. On the other hand, due to the rise in night temperature, the frequency, intensity and duration of the cold wave has decreased. Apart from that, as we understand, the heat core zone is confined to northern India and central India. But in recent years, the heat core zone is expanded, and even South India up to Tamil Nadu also we experience the heat wave conditions.
Elaborate on the rainfall scenario in the country.
Tropical countries like India also experience accelerated increase in frequency and intensity of heavy rainfall. As all of us know, India is a country where monsoon is life. During monsoon season, we get 70 to 90% of rainfall. There could be certain impact of the climate change. What we have observed that total rainfall for the country as a whole is not increasing, neither decreasing. But however, if you consider the variations spatially across the country, you will find that rainfall is decreasing over eastern and northeastern parts of the country, especially northeastern states, Bihar, Jharkhand and adjoining areas. At the same time, the region which usually gets less rainfall, like Saurashtra and Kutch, West Rajasthan, they are nowadays getting more rainfall. There is an increasing trend rainfall activity during the monsoon season of these areas. Similarly, if you consider the distribution of rainfall during the monsoon season, even though total rainfall remains same, the distribution has become more asymmetric. The number of days of occurrence of heavy rainfall has increased. The number of days of occurrence of light to moderate rainfall has decreased. That means there has been longer dry spells and shorter wet spells. As such phenomena can lead to the flash floods, urban floods, sudden riverine floods, and which has to be managed in a shorter duration.
By adopting sustainable practices, transitioning to a low carbon economy, and working together as a global community, we can mitigate the impacts of climate change and build a more resilient and sustainable future for generations to come. The time to act is now. Stay tuned with more informative science and technology episodes. Have a great day.